And good Friday morning to everyone. Already the 17th. Welcome in to Scotty Ray's weather. Early Friday morning, if you were up about an hour ago, it was flooding. A lot of rain to the south of us and moved through Lauderdale County. Now, there's still some showers out. We'll look at radar in just a moment, but expect more of the same today. Make sure you've got that umbrella with you before you head out today. The rain chances are there, and we'll tell you all about that in a few moments. Well, the weekend, as I said, here, possibly more rain over the weekend, too. That's not what everybody wanted to hear. Don't forget to join us beginning at 8 this morning. We'll give you all the news of what's going on nationally, a few local stories, and get you up to date on everything. I want to remind you that Miss Molly from Kemper County still missing as the search still continues. 2 weeks now. Again, if you know anything, Miss Molly Netherland is who we're talking about there. And absolutely no clues at this point of where she is or what might have happened. The search still continues. We pray for her family, that this has a good ending to it. That's what we hope. Also, we'll tell you more of things that are happening here in just a little while. So make sure to join us for that. Good morning to Pat Gibson. How are you today? Appreciate you watching there. We appreciate all of that. All right, let's turn to the weather and take a look at what's happening today.
Your forecast is brought to you by EMEPA, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
As we jump to radar this morning, we are picking up light shower activity. Now, again, this morning, all of this was heavy through here and moved in through Lauderdale County and northward, and it's calmed down. But if you're in northern Lauderdale County right now, anywhere from, let's take a look at this, if you from Highway 19 here northward out toward Collinsville, the Bailey area out by Northeast High School, light showers, and West Lauderdale, and coming on up near the Samdale Monument there, NAS Meridian getting a little bit, and starting to make its way there, 495 into Kemper County. 493's got a little bit more on the 495 side this morning as we look at things. As we go south of Meridian, we get over here near Gilberttown, Alabama. Y'all have got a bunch of fog this morning, so be careful here in between there and Butler, Highway 17 down to Silas. These areas here, Coffeyville, a lot of fog, and this goes south through Millery, Chatham, Alabama. Y'all have all been through there, and if you're watching from there, be careful. A little bit heavier here's Central Alabama there, just out to the west of there, coming up there on Highway 45. That's going to be some serious fog in those areas there. So be careful there if you're headed south in those locations today. As we back out and take a look at the entire state, we do have some showers around Gulfport, some pretty heavy stuff if you're on the coast. Here's Ocean Springs, Biloxi, just due north of there. Highway 49 is an area that you want to watch this morning down through here if you're going through there. As we look a little bit closer on that, that's going to be, let's turn on a location where we can find out exactly where we are. Here's Riceville, Mississippi. Also right over in this area here, Hovey, Mississippi. Those areas there, it's raining really hard this morning. As you look at the nation as a wide there, all of this rain over here near Pensacola as well. Y'all are getting wet this morning, and more out in the Gulf that will affect that and cause some more showers. Still light showers around New Orleans and through Baton Rouge as they try to recover from all these storms that have come through. Nationwide, Knoxville, Tennessee, areas like that, plenty of fog, even up to Columbus, Ohio, and then up in Omaha. We've got some showers up there as well. And that's an overview of what is expected today. Severe weather, nothing really bad for the entire nation as we look at this. Light shower activity, nothing that is major. You get to a 1 up in Minnesota, but light stuff all across the south, all the way up through Maine. So no worries there. That's the good news. We can't beat that whatsoever. So let's a quick look at that. Good morning to Brian Guest there watching from Philadelphia. Appreciate that. Donna Roseman is up. Good morning to you. Also, Joy Robinson. How are you? Joan McDonald is up. Good morning. Also, Sylvia Stewart, LaWanda Grantham, and Charlie Gray watching from Philadelphia. Connie Johns, good morning to you. Tammy Jo Pilgrim, thank you for watching there. And Terry Ray, good morning to you as well. A few folks up and stirring today as we get our Friday well underway. I'm ready for the weekend. I hope you are too. Maybe get a little bit more done around the house than you had earlier in the week. Sometimes it's just tough to get things done during the week. We all know that. All right, as we look at a closer look at weather this morning, the National Weather Service tells us back in 19 was our highest day on record, 103 degrees. That was only a couple of years ago, before the pandemic came along. back in, or was that right at the beginning of it? I'm losing track of when that thing started. It was 20 when it started. Okay, yeah, we were good in 19. We were hearing rumors of something. Record low was set in 1961, 48 degrees on this date. As we look at the outlook for today, it's wet. It's just as far as the eye can see, we're going to have wet weather today. So I don't expect anything any different today, tomorrow, the next day. Yeah, we'll look at that in just a moment. As we look at the edge of Alabama there, all the way through Livingston, Alabama, y'all expect it to be about 83 degrees through there. So we're going up through Geiger, about the same. Hamilton, a little bit cooler at 80 degrees down south. We'll get to 84 in Troy, Alabama also today. But a wet day for everybody on the West Alabama side as well. As we look at what's happening with the National Hurricane Center, now this is backed down just a little bit. This is Invest 95. This was up to 90% at one point, and it's back down to 90%. At this point, this is looking as though this would curve through here. Now, let's go back and let me pull up and let's hit the spaghetti models. I have not looked at that this morning just to see what to expect on this. Let me change a couple things here and turn this off so you can see better. And we'll go over to the tropicals and look at what has been said. Now, this is that storm that we were looking at just there. At this point, it's coming off across the coast of Africa there at a 70% chance instead of a 90, and it's got a hook to it to where it might just go back out into the ocean and not affect the U.S. Let's hope that it stays that way. Of course, here's that second system that we're watching, and it looks as though also it'll curve back and go to the ocean as well and leave everybody alone. We certainly hope so. But these are what we're looking at, the storms that are out there this morning. Again, both of these kind of veering off and staying to themselves. Let's hope it does that. This is not much of a chance after 5 days. We'll watch it, but it not getting a lot of activity there. Nicholas still sitting there, dumping some rain there, but 70% chance on both of these that are out in the Atlantic. As we look at the temperatures over the next few days, a little bit better for us. We're about normal here. That's good. Above average there on the eastern side of Georgia all the way up through there. And Texas, just a tad above it there. It's always warm in Texas, is it not? Let's look at that 7-day forecast of what we're expecting today over the next few days of what's going to be happening. Now, showers throughout today. We could possibly get thunderstorms into the mix after 2 o'clock this afternoon. But again, rain most of the day. The high will reach about 83, 90% chance of that wet stuff. Continued tomorrow. Look at this. 90% chance of rain also there. The thunderstorm activity tomorrow, again, after lunch, but with these could rain any time, but more of the heavier stuff after lunchtime. We'll get down to a 40% chance of rain tomorrow night, and then back again as we get ready for church on Sunday. It's a 90% chance. You're going to need that umbrella all day. But again, thunderstorms, the worst of it would be after lunch. Not saying that it won't rain before then. It's going to be periods of that throughout the day. Down to a 40% chance Sunday night. We head back to work on Monday. Yeah, more of the same there. An 80% chance of showers. Thunderstorms are also possible on Monday. And it starts going down after that. Down to a 60% chance by Wednesday. We're at a 50% chance. And then possibly by the end of next week, we'll start to see some relief on this and get a little break on that. But as we look at our highs, we're in the low 80s all next week. And by Thursday, we're into the 70s. So now let's look at that next week. And still pretty good there. We'll get to 76 on the 24th. The weekend, next weekend, a week after this one, we'll get into the 80s barely, and then we're back into the 70s once again. So great things in store for us. We've got some rain and then sunshine toward the end of next week. That's what we're hoping for anyway. But if you already had your fields planted for deer season, you're looking great. Most of us don't. We haven't had a chance to get all that done yet. But things are going to be nice and soft, as they put it there, as we get ready for that. But deer season right around the corner. As always, we like to tell you about great things. And, of course, our friends at the Precast Group, if you've not looked into having your very own storm shelter, they can help you out there. All these are built right here in the Meridian area on Highway 145. Come by and see them there. 482-0003, you can call them, find out more, have these set up at your home. Don't have to worry about it. If you're building homes, they can install it in your home, make that a safe room, however you want to call that, a place to go to. But if your home is already built, don't worry. They can still install one, and you'll be safe when the weather threatens there. You don't have to worry about it. Two types to choose from, those that are in ground and above ground. You can do it either way you want. Again, 482-0003. Talk to them today. That's the Precast Group. Solid steel doors there you don't have to worry about. They'll help you and tell you all about it. Anything, questions that you might have with this. Again, 482-0003, the Precast Group here in Meridian when it comes to storm shelters and having a peace of mind. So I hope you'll check that out. Again, Candace will be joining me here in just a few moments as we get ready for the morning show to kick off at 8 o'clock this morning and get things rolling there. Let's see. Good morning to Lamar Hembry. Hope you're doing good. Bree Packer is up, and Steve and Wanda McKinnon. How are y'all doing? Hope you're doing as well as I am today. Feel good. It's great for Friday, just a little damp. Keep in mind to drive a little extra careful there with this wet weather. I know there was a wreck yesterday morning in Kemper County that claimed a life, one vehicle accident. It's horrible that these things happen. But watch the slick roads. Whatever you do, you could lose control very easily of a car and slide off into the ditch or maybe something worse. We don't want that happening. So be careful. Again, we'll see you very soon now as we'll kick back off at 8 a.m. here to let you know what's going on in and around the area. We appreciate it. And see you soon from all of us here at Scotty Ray's Weather.
Scotty Ray's Weather is brought to you by MeTV 24